Gail Cannon here from Fiction Atlas Press, bringing you another Indie Connection. Today I actually don't have a print copy of the book that I want to showcase, so I'm going to let it magically appear up here for you. I am going to be telling you about some indie books that you might enjoy if you're a fan of The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, which of course is a Hunger Games prequel. And even better, the movie version of this just released this week, so now is a great time to pick up indie books related to this one. The first book I have for you is called Numbers Game by Rebecca Road. In Nora, every day is a competition. On rating day, Trina and the rest of her class will receive the number that brands her for life. Shouldn't be a problem since she's a top contender with nearly perfect scores. But when her number is announced, it shocks everyone. Then she discovers that somebody wants her dead, and they're being far from subtle about it. When Trina joins a secret military contingent to raise her score quickly, she soon discovers that Nora isn't what she thought, and neither is Vance, her mysterious trainer with a haunted past and plans of his own. Can two enemies help one another in a desperate search for the truth? And if they manage to survive the deadly game of numbers, whose version of the future will win in the end? The second book I have for you is called The Union by T.H. Hernandez. After global warming and a second civil war devastated the former United States, two different societies rose from the ashes. The Union, a towering high-tech utopia hugging the perimeter of the continent, and the devastated, untamed midsection known as the Ruins. 17-year-old Evan Taylor has an easy, privileged life in the Union. What she doesn't have is any idea what to do with the rest of her life. She only knows she wants to do something meaningful, to make a difference in the lives of others. When she's kidnapped and taken into the Ruins as a pawn in a dispute involving her boyfriend Bryce, her ideal world is turned upside down. What she learns while she's in the Ruins shakes her faith in everything she's ever known, from Bryce to her family, and even the Union itself. Now Evan must choose whether to stay with Cyrus, the sexy, resourceful survivor who believes she's in the Ruins for a reason, or return to the only life she's ever known. But when she stumbles upon a dangerous plot that threatens both worlds, her decision could tear her apart. The third book I have for you is called The Amnesty Games by K.A. Riley. 17-year-old Alora is a hawker, and she's been training her whole life for this. This is the week of the annual Amnesty Games. Accompanied by her 5 fellow hawkers, Alora is about to do battle with 100 of the hopefuls, the most violent and dangerous convicts from the ward. It's 5 days of hand-to-hand combat, physical challenges, mazes, traps, and obstacle courses, all followed by a 2-day pursuit through the Netherwoods, where Alora and the hawkers will track down any of the hopefuls who've managed to make it that far. If the hopefuls succeed, they get their freedom. If not, it's back to prison for the rest of their lives. It's been this way since the start of the new states. But what happens when buried secrets are revealed, and the two sides stop playing the game by the same rules? And the last book I have for you is called The Trials of Imogen Soul by C.L. Walters. Imogen Soul has had to work twice as hard for everything she has earned as a cadet at the Ring Academy on Cirta. An orphan of notorious parents who killed hundreds of thousands of people in a bombing against the Federation, most people hate her by name alone. Others have gone out of their way to make her life difficult. Though she's managed to acquire a handful of trusted friends over her years at the Academy, most of her peers loathe her. But she's made her mark in the top 10 of her cadet class, and she's ready to compete for what's next. As the Year 7 final trials begin, a series of tests to determine placement within the Federation, Imogen knows all her hopes are riding on her performance. But when she's framed for an offense that could not only get her expelled from the Academy, but also incarcerated, Imogen must discover who's behind the threat against her. When her greatest competition, Timaeus Cade, offers to help her solve the mystery to clear her name, Imogen must decide if she's willing to trust him. The stakes are high. Only the mysterious saboteur strikes again, justifying she needs his help, proving the stakes aren't just her future anymore, but her life. Okay, that's all for me this week. I'll see you next week on the Indie Connection. Bye!